Was there ever a point where you said, damn, somehow we are done?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. We wanted him in our band because with a band, it's more important to have somebody be committed than it is for them to be good at music.
I don't know, your father told me about future plans for spring, summer. Is it allowed to announce or give some kind of hint about that?
Yeah, we can give hints.
Yeah, sure.
Moshpit Passion, you know, for the passion of the music.
Herzlich willkommen hier bei Moshpit Passion auf YouTube. Wie ihr sehen könnt, bin ich nicht alleine hier. Ich bin in Münster mit der wunderbaren Band Swmrs.
Hello.
Hello.
Guys, nice to have you here. Our viewers, they know you a little bit.
Yes.
You, because we already met us nearly 5 years ago. A lot of things happened during that time, but great to see you.
Different
the whole
hair,
family.
different makeup. Yeah. Now all natural. Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Yeah, definitely. And like I mentioned before, a lot of stuff happened during the last 5 years. You released 2 records, also lineup changes. Was there ever a point where you said, damn, somehow we are done?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. We were really, really close. And to the point where actually our new album, we had the songs and we knew, okay, we're not giving up on music, but maybe Swmrs isn't gonna work anymore. So we're recording the songs and we get probably, halfway through, and we're thinking like, oh, it's gonna be electronic, it's gonna be a boy band, no drummer, no instruments even, just tour with a laptop. And then we kind of like, one day we're like, what are we doing? Like, people like our band, you know? We like our band, we love our old songs, we want to play our old songs. So then, yeah, we just had then we realized, oh, maybe we're Swmrs. Like, what is, so.
It was the pre-Sonic Tonic era which you are referencing.
Pre-Becker.
Pre-Becker. Sonic Tonic we had made.
Yeah, so we made Sonic Tonic, released it, and things were like, you know, it was just tough to keep the band going after COVID and the lineup change and everything. And so we were like, all right. And we had a manager who was like, you guys maybe are done. So we were like, okay, maybe we're done. But we still had the songs for Becker, and we were like, well, we're gonna try to make our life about music still. And so that's when this all happened, and we were like, all right, maybe we'll start a band called Becker.
But I think while in the process of thinking maybe we were a different band, we may have actually discovered that we were here the whole time. So that's why we stayed.
And this is where you came into the band and into the picture. If I get it right, he was also on Sonic Tonic. Played a couple
I was
of
not.
things?
No.
You're not on Sonic Tonic.
No.
You can
so
say
my first album was Becker.
All right, sorry, that's my fault because
no, it's okay.
I did some research on the record and I did not get any.
It's during the it was during the lineup change that album came out.
So then like exactly, and that's why Sonic Tonic was so hard for us. It was like, So, but then after we made that album, he joined the band. He started learning bass. He didn't play any instruments before, but we wanted him in our band because with a band, it's more important to have somebody be committed than it is for them to be good at music. And so
I'm terrible at music, but I'm committed.
No, he's a lot better at music now. but we knew he was committed from day one,
Okay.
which is what's important.
I mean, he's your brother. You have to.
He has no choice.
He can't
He's
quit
a-
our band.
He can't quit.
Yeah, man, you have it in your name.
Yeah.
You know?
That's also why we called the album Becker, is because it's Cade's first album, and so it's our first time. We found a new voice.
And
Wow. Like before,
Yeah.
before we were a band that, you know, was led by two brothers, but now we're like a band of brothers now. So that's kind of cool.
yeah. And also, what I learned today, it's a whole family business. Your parents
Yes.
are also
Yeah.
on tour doing the behind-the-scenes
That's
stuff.
right there.
Yeah, our dad runs security, which means I don't know how safe we are.
Completely. He checked me overall.
Yeah.
Our dad is there, and then our mom sells merch.
Yeah. Our mom is awesome. She's at the merch table. People have been asking her to sign the records, which is really funny. So she signs Mom. Our sister designs the art. So we have our sister's not on tour, but she's plays a big part in
Yeah.
our project. So all 6 of us are part of it.
Great. And how was it for you, like learning bass from scratch? Then, when it comes to songwriting, going to a studio, and then there's the tour. We play shows. How was it for you?
It's been a really steep learning curve, but I have to catch up to them because I mean they've been doing this their whole lives, and so I hate to compliment them, but they're really good at what they do, and so I really had to catch up. So I spent a lot of time working on it. I'm still have a long ways to go, but it was a really good excuse to learn an instrument, and I always wanted to. So it's been really fun. But in terms of being in the studio and everything, that's been the most interesting because I'm very opinionated, but I don't know how to really articulate what I'm talking about. So, yeah.
One really funny thing that happened was this year we did a support tour, and until that we had just been doing a few headline shows here and there.
Yeah.
And he was like, so like what's it like what's different when you're opening for a band? And I was like, wow, you've gone your whole career and never had to open for anyone. So that was funny.
Headlining only.
Yeah.
And how was it for you, let me say, during the last 10 years, actually 20 years, if I get it right, when you start playing music, to see your brothers growing into the music, and also that they're coming offers like playing shows, playing tours, come to Europe, and also you did supporters from, was it Muse? Open for them, and you're like, oh, Muse, one of the biggest bands on this planet.
It's been, I mean, amazing my whole life. I used to try and sell merch for them and follow them whenever I could. I really didn't have much of a use on tour. I would just take up a bunk, but I would pay my own way out there and just linger because it was my favorite thing to do. So, I mean, it's been so fun to watch them grow as musicians just since day one when they couldn't even really sing and play at the same time, especially this one. And now just seeing what he can do is crazy. He's just amazing at what he does, so it's awesome. Yeah.
We had a talk before when it comes to my daughter and also songs which she's into, and you told me an interesting story about you. It's because of AC/DC. My daughter is into AC/DC, TNT, because of the beginning. It's pretty simple for a kid. And is there some kind of songs or bands which you are all three into, like, that's kind of a family band, something like that, or song?
I mean, AC/DC is our mom's favorite band, and growing up we would listen to so much AC/DC.
Our family is really kind of revolves around a lot of Creedence Clearwater Revival as well, and ABBA.
from Sweden, great
Yes,
band.
of course.
Yeah.
So the combination of ABBA and Creedence Clearwater, and sure, a little bit of AC/DC, and maybe some.
You're making me look stupid because I told him that your favorite song when we were kids was TNT.
It was.
Okay.
It was definitely TNT. It was the first AC/DC song I ever heard. I loved it. AC/DC. We also recently our family really likes the Bee Gees because we really like the story of the brothers going through a career, and so and our grandma was a very big fan of the Bee Gees. So yeah, we have a lot of music that has been around this whole time.
Let's talk a little bit about your record, which is called Becker, like I said before, whole family business, 3 brothers are in there. And would you also say this is your most personal record because of the family name and also like family business, all brothers are in one band?
Yeah, I'd say it is. I mean, there are songs, I'll put it this way, there are songs on the album that are the most personal songs. The Unraveling is very personal. California Wintertime is very personal for Cole. They're not, but also, to play another point, everything we've ever made is personal because it's all kind of drawing on personal experiences.
Yeah.
Besides maybe the long song.
That's why I said. That's why I said.
Some of the songs are kind of like not personal at all.
Emo Kids, DeLong song, they're just funny.
For fun.
You know.
Like,
It's fun to play.
But yeah, I think also what I was going to say was definitely this album of all of them was the hardest we worked on making an album, where before maybe we were making albums with a producer who was older than us, who had their opinion, and so we would kind of follow their lead. And this time we were working with our friend Wyatt, who was like our partner. And so we were there like morning till late into the night.
We essentially got to co-produce it.
Yeah, we co-produced it. So in that respect, really personal, where we worked we really, really worked hard on this one.
We worked on it for a year.
Yeah, over the course of a year, like we made this album.
If I compare the Becker record to your previous work, I would personally say there's also a shift, a different sound which you did before. And I've seen the artwork is pretty simple. It's a black record. AC/DC got a black record.
Yeah.
Metallica got a black record. And for Metallica, for instance, is a black record also a shift. Was it also maybe part of the design to think like that? Every band has a colorful record like the white record from the Beatles.
Yeah. That's exactly. We were thinking of this as our Back in Black the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Well, because we were like, you know, we were like, this is really the beginning of, this is kind of our re-entry into really making music and putting it out there and trying to bring it to people.
Yeah.
You know? So we wanted to make a statement like, boom, we've got this guy in our band.
You know, and similar to AC/DC, they had a lineup change and then they made Back in Black. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like, it felt internally like that for us, you know. So and our sister really likes, she's really, really good at graphics, and she really liked the Becker.
She really likes negative space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really good.
I want to talk about the emo song on that record.
Yeah.
It's also a music video, but aren't you a little bit too young for that emo scene? Because I'm 36 now, and 20 years ago, I would say there was a high peak 2005, 6,
Yeah.
at least 7. You are the youngest brother. What do you know about this whole emo scene thing?
When it comes to music, I know absolutely nothing.
Let me say the style actually also. I mean, the style was like black hair.
I'm 31, so I was in it a little bit, and our sister's 34, and so she was in it
Also,
too.
yeah.
But also the song is not so much. Again, this one's not very personal. This one's more just kind of like a funny thing that we. Cole, you want to talk about how we wrote it?
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, like, you're mentioning the style, and it was a whole thing. When I was in middle school, our sister's boyfriend gave me an old T-shirt that he had that said, "Emo kids have more fun," and it was like a picture of a guy, you know, like this, and it was like, and so that was like, that always stuck with me. And one time we were just kind of sitting around trying to write a song, and I remember that T-shirt, "Emo kids have more fun." But the funny thing is, before we released that song, when we would show it to people, they'd be like, "This is great, but it's so weird because it's not an emo song at all."
Yeah, sure, definitely. The most kind of
It's like a hip hop song almost.
because emo songs are very about suffering and agony. And
Ours
this
is
kind of
like,
stuff.
let's go.
Once there, I'm gonna count to zwei. Max, my big brother here, is going to yell, "Spring!" Sam and Cade are gonna play the rest of the song with us. I'm gonna sing, and you're gonna spring. Okay? Ein, zwei,
I don't know, your father told me about future plans for spring, summer. Is that allowed to announce or give some kind of hint about that?
Yeah, we can give hints.
Yeah, sure.
This tour we're on right now in Europe is the most successful tour we've had in 5 years. We are so happy. We love it here so much, and we have an agent here. And the fan connection we have is so good that we need to be back here very, very soon. Next year, we will be recording more as well very soon.
Nice.
So we write all the time. So there will be new music in the future, and there will be more European shows in the future. Very near future.
Guys, thank you very much for the interview, for your time.
Timing.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you, thank you very much.
Nice to
And
see you
also
again.
very important for our viewers out there, also ihr habt es gehört, Swmrs arbeiten am neuen Material, kommen nächstes Jahr auf Tour. Ich habe euch unten in der Beschreibung alles weitere verlinkt, wie auch zur neuen Platte Becker. In dem Sinne, macht's gut, bye bye.
Dankeschön.
What he said.
Moshpit Passion, for the passion of the music.